Hey, what's going on today, everyone? Moose here, and today we are going to talk about, in my opinion, one of the most important pieces of gear that you can have while on your outdoor adventure. We're going to talk about that coming up next. All right, so guys, important gear. Dry bags. Dry bags. Now, this is a new dry bag that I picked up for my side-by-side adventures. And actually, I ordered a second one after seeing this one. This is made by a company called Lanedu. Okay. This is a bag that I picked up off of Amazon. There'll be a link in the description down below. And I'm going to tell you, I saw all kinds of weird mixed reviews, and people were like, oh, it's garbage, and oh, it's this, and oh, it's that. And you know, and listen, I get it. It's Amazon, right? There's always that person that has buyer's remorse, and they utilize that to either try to get something for free, right? Or they do it just because they're completely miserable and unhappy. Now, there are some negative reviews that I would agree with. Certain tools that are just subpar. But I'm thinking to myself, it's a dry bag. How bad could it be? You know? Now, let's talk about the difference between dry bags. Okay, so we got one here. This is another dry bag that I have. This is an Ocean Pack backpacker. You know, is the quality the same? I don't know, but this costs, I think, a little bit more than this. So either way, all right, so does it matter? I don't know. But let me just start by saying that when I received this, I really didn't know what to think. But I bought through Amazon because of the same reasons that you do. If in fact we have an issue, we can simply send it back. But I don't think I'm going to be sending this one back. And we're going to show this thing on some adventure rides coming in the future. This is for my side-by-side. It does have a pretty decent seal on it. But let's talk about the pros and cons, okay? So everybody's familiar with dry bags and what they're for, right? This thing has a very good amount of interior space. Right? I mean, you can look inside this. I mean, it's a big bag. So what am I going to carry in here? I'm going to carry an extra pair of clothes, right? In case we get rained on. You know, for whoever's riding with me too. Roll up a couple pairs of pants, you know, some underwear, some socks, things like that. You know, you get soaked and everybody's out there and now everybody's miserable. It's like, okay, we could probably do something about that. Let's get into some dry clothes, right? Especially for overlanding, which is what I plan on using this for. Let me move this chair. So it's to me, it's perfect. Now, on most dry bags that I have, they have a Velcro seal at the top. This one only has a strip about, I don't know, 8 inches. So when you go to seal this, you're going to get 2 8-inch pieces of Velcro coming together, not all the way across. It would be nice if it was all the way across, and I may even add some of that myself just to kind of give it that full, you know, length closure. And then obviously with any other dry bag, you simply just grab the top and you start to roll. And once you get it nice and tight, then you take these pieces here and you clamp them shut, which will hold that roll in place, essentially making the bag water tight if there's stuff in it, right? It's not going to happen when there's nothing in it because there's nothing to keep this from unrolling. There's no pressure, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. It does have an external zippered pocket I don't know how waterproof this is, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do is, as soon as it warms up outside, I'm going to stuff this thing full of some things that I don't care if they get wet, and then we're going to go out with the power washer and we're going to hit this thing and then just see if it actually holds up. But so far, so good. It's got a great carrying handle on top. It's got cross looping straps. So once you get everything installed, or I guess put inside, you can actually tighten this up so it holds everything nice and secure. The handle is your typical backpack handle with the Velcro strap. Once again, these guys didn't send this to me. I spent my money on this myself. It's got some webbing. I'm not really sure how good it is or what it could hold. I mean, it could hold whatever you want. It does have a little end carrying handle as well. It's got one on both ends, actually. It does have an air purge release, just because they can, in the heat, expand. You can let the air out of it, or you could drain water out of it if you want to carry water in it, I guess. But another cool feature that it has is backpack straps. So if you get to your destination and maybe you have to carry a bunch of gear, you can simply just take this thing, sling it over your back, walk over to where you want to go. But, once again, just from first impressions, I'm pretty satisfied with what I see. There's actually an interior pocket as well. We'll go ahead and open this up and I'll show you guys what that looks like. There is a interior pocket. Let me see if I can smash that down right here. This one is probably going to be a safer bet for, maybe your, documents. I mean, if you carry an insurance card with you, like most of us have it on our phones, but, if you wanted to carry, your registration or whatever inside, that's kind of like a double waterproof thing, right? Because this isn't just for overlanding with side-by-sides or Jeeps. You can certainly put this on a boat, and have, nice dry storage. But like I said, I'm really impressed. This is a very large bag. Trying to see. I can't tell if that's a reflect. Oh, okay, it's a reflection from the inside. I thought it was a thin spot. I just happened to know it's light, but it was a reflection. But, overall, I mean, this is a pretty solid bag in my opinion. And for the price point, I think it was like 40 bucks. It was one of the cheapest ones that I found on Amazon. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm willing to roll the dice for $40 and see what I get. So as of right now, I would highly recommend this bag. I think it's got a ton of storage. Like I said, I ordered a second one. These will be attached to my side-by-side for when we do our overlanding trips. You could literally, I mean, we all carry sleeping bags, and they are about this big around when they're all folded up and in their bag. They're about this long and about, maybe this big around. But, you can put your sleeping bags in here. You can stuff a few pillows in here. And then all your bedding is nice and dry. You don't have to worry about it. And then, I'm going to run a second one for clothing and maybe even a third one. I mean, I have some other dry bags, so we'll see how that goes. But they actually also make a cooler that I ordered. And we're going to check them out. We're going to see what these guys are all about and see just how well these are made. Obviously, where it's made at, just like most of the other stuff. But, overall, we're going to check it out. We'll continue with the longevity test. So with that being said, check out the link down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me also know, what dry bags do you use? And do you see a benefit if you pay a lot of money as opposed to middle money as opposed to cheap money? So let me know what your experiences are, and let's have a great conversation on dry bags, because it's pretty important, especially if you're in the off-road trails. You guys know you're going to get a little wet, but and even dusty, right? It's going to keep the dust out as well, not just the other stuff. But with that being said, till next time, be good to each other. God bless.